Hello everybody! Today let's talk about small talk or talking with strangers. Have you ever met a person that you didn't know and you didn't know what to talk about? You probably have. It happens all the time and often that situation can be very embarrassing. Of course, we don't just want to stand next to each other and stare at the wall without saying anything. That would be even worse. So we make small talk. Before we start, please take a look at the vocabulary for Cross Cultures 2, Making Small Talk. It's on page 208 and the last word is to the point. And then do this quiz to check if you've got all the words. When we make small talk, there are a few very important things to remember. Number 1. Not everybody is the same. In some countries, people talk to strangers all of the time, on the bus, in a lift, or waiting for a train. Us Germans are usually a bit more reserved. But then again, every person is different too. Some people just like to make small talk, while others feel embarrassed or shy. There is no right or wrong way, just very different ways. Number 2. Small talk should be a dialogue, not a monologue. If you want to make small talk, you shouldn't just start talking at somebody. That would probably be too much for a stranger. Keep it short and to the point. Don't go on and on and on. That person doesn't know you. Also remember to ask them about their life. And if they ask you a question, don't just answer with yes or no. If you do that, the conversation will be over very quickly. Number 3. Not every topic is a good topic for small talk. There are some things you should keep private and only talk about them with your friends or your family. Let's see if you know which topics are good for small talk and which topics should be kept private. Okay, I see. We've got a small talk expert on our hands. Now, with all of your small talk knowledge, look at this picture. Which small talk rules does the man in this picture break? Of course, it's rule number 2. This man is talking and talking and talking, and the other man feels overwhelmed by it. It's just too much at the same time. A good strategy for small talk is this. Person A asks a question. Person B answers and then asks A another question. A answers the question and then asks B another question, and so on and so forth. That way, the conversation keeps moving, but you can also stop at any time if your bus or train arrives, or if you have to leave the lift. And always remember, some people are simply allergic to small talk. They can't stand it and would rather wait in silence. That is a right too. As I said, there is no right or wrong way to make small talk. Of course, every person is different, and it can be hard to find the right topic to start a conversation. Let's see if you can figure it out. Please remember that these matches are not a rule you absolutely have to follow, just some ideas that would probably work quite well. Now, listen to the following conversation of 2 people who meet at a museum and make small talk. Listen to the conversation 2 times. First time, take notes of all of the topics they talk about. Hi, do you like this painting?
Oh, hi. Yes, I love it. Why do you ask?
Well, you've been standing in front of it for 20 minutes now.
You're right. I completely forgotten the time. It's just so fascinating.
Huh. It just looks like someone dropped a bucket of colors to me.
I guess so.
I'm sorry. I really don't know much about art, you know. Can you tell me something about this piece?
Sure. You see, when you first look at it, it's just some colors. But when you learn about it, you realize that every color has a meaning and that they are crazy because they are free.
Wow, you really are an expert. How do you know so much about art?
I'm still learning a lot. I think you just have to read about things and listen to experts. What are your hobbies?
That sounds logical. I actually like photography. That's why I'm here. A famous photographer is showing some of his works in the next room. I just wandered in here, but I'm happy I did, because now I've learned something new about art.
Abstract art, to be exact. I'm always happy to talk about it. What's the name of this photographer that's showing his pictures?
Oh, his name is Steve McCurry. He makes portraits of people from all over the world.
Right, I think I've heard that name before. He took that famous picture of a girl with really green eyes, didn't he?
He did. It's hanging right over there, behind that doorway.
Beautiful. I will definitely check it out before I leave.
If you want, I can show you.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Now, for the second time, please move the video back and listen to the conversation again. This time, write down at least 3 sentence beginnings for making small talk that you hear. For example, what do you think of? Now it's your turn. Take a look at the blue box on page 62 in your book. There are some useful phrases there to help you and start making small talk. It also helps you keep the conversation going. Please write a scene like the one we listened to and record yourself and a partner acting it out. You can ask someone in your house, or you can call a classmate and record the call. Please upload your recordings to Moodle. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you learned something new today, and I can't wait to hear your small talk conversations. Bye!